Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. It is finally time to do my favorite challenge on the new update. We are going to be doing the no evidence challenge. If you're new to the game or you don't know what this is a challenge where you do not get any evidence from the ghosts, and the way you figure out what ghost you're dealing with is by using all of their abilities, their hidden abilities, their strengths, their weaknesses. It is a super fun way to play the game, and in this video we're gonna try out if all of the new items that have been added to the game will do anything special with this challenge. So we're gonna start with the tier 3 items, which are obviously way stronger than the items we used to have before the update. Then we're gonna try tier 2, tier 1, and then back to tier 3, etc., until we feel like we've we have built up a pretty good understanding of how this challenge works. Now it's going to be a lot of fun figuring everything out. Now obviously we've done a few no evidence runs already with the whole grinding and all the different level up videos that I've made. However, those are fake no evidence runs. Those are the cheesy no evidence runs where you just hope you get the ghost that you can figure out quickly, and otherwise you guess. Here we're not gonna guess. We're gonna use everything that we know to figure out every single ghost, and I will try everything in my power to figure each of them out. It's gonna be fun. I hope you enjoy. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, but let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the game. Let's go. Alrighty. So look at that. These are all the tier 3 items. Now, a lot of these have, especially the secondary evidence items, have a lot of secondary uses now that we didn't used to have. Like, all the evidence items are good as well, obviously, but those are not very relevant for this specific challenge, except the video cam, because you can get orbs for the mimic. We got Jerry Douglas, but yeah, the crucifix, the salt, the paramike, the smudge sticks, the firelight, like everything here is going to be so significant for this challenge. Now, obviously, first of all, we're gonna have to find where this ghost is, so we're gonna grab some evidence items, because even though we're not gonna get EMF 5, whenever the ghost does something, it will still give us EMF values. Now we're also gonna play on a bunch of different maps, not just Tanglewood, obviously. I love this thing, man. I am in love with the night vision. That is one thing I will hi there. I am definitely gonna be missing when we try out the other items. Now it's obviously immediately here. Let's see what temperature it is. I'll also take this photo. I assume that works. Yes, it does. So we're not going to be really interested in trying to get EMF 5 because it's just physically impossible. Doesn't seem... Oh. Is that the ghost just turning off a light? That is already suspicious. So if you are unfamiliar with no evidence, I am very happy I get to show you right now. That might have been... Let's see. Was that just a regular interaction? It was just a regular interaction. We're going to be paying attention very closely to everything that the ghost does. We're going to be noting down the behavior of every single interaction that the ghost gives us. For example, there, it turned off a light, which might mean it's a very small indication that we might be dealing with a mare. Now, obviously, nothing concrete yet, but that's the whole reason why this is so fun for me, because it's basically like a pure investigation. Every little bit of evidence the ghost gives you, you got to piece together in this, like, giant puzzle of what this ghost is. Now, obviously, sometimes you get, like, an immediate giveaway, like a phantom taking a photo and it disappears, but sometimes you got to build up a case and figure it out slowly but surely. Now we're gonna grab the salt. I don't know if it's actually in that room. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. We'll grab a motion sensor. You know what? The tier 3 motion sensor. Salen, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, because this one is a very different motion sensor from what we're used to with the other ones, and the ghost is in fact here. Look at that. So the way this thing works is that it will... Did it turn off the light again, or did I leave it off? Is that it will detect the ghost in a circle, and if it detects it, it'll point towards it and flash a little light. Now we also got the tier 3 paramike right here, which Miss Carey, thank you for the 5 gift subs, which has a sonar dish on it, which will tell you it didn't pick up the motion sensor there, but which will show you where the sounds are coming from. That is suspicious. That could mean we're dealing with a myling here. That was one of the fastest audios I've had in a while, because mylings are more likely to interact with the paramike. Now it seems to be clearly in this room, so I'm gonna set up some salt out here. Fuck. Well, it worked. I'm gonna set up some salt out here to keep the ghost in this room, because I don't want it to roam towards the living room, because that can be very annoying. So I'm just gonna set up like 2 salt barriers already, because remember, the tier 3 salt repels the ghost. If it steps on it, it will be pushed back into the room, which is very useful for keeping the ghost in one place here. Now we do know that it did try to roam there, so it might not be a Goryo. We also obviously know it's not a wraith, so that's our first giveaway right here. It stepped in the salt. That is impossible if it is a wraith. So that's our step 1. Now it's going to be Some of these runs can take really long, some can take really short, but all of them are always really fun and interesting. We have Crucifix. Let's take the tier 3 Crucifix. Now, it is important to know how these items work with the new, like how the new tier 3 items interact with the different ghost types. For example, the Crucifix against a demon is one of the ways you can figure out a demon, because a demon has a larger range at which it is stopped by a crucifix. However, obviously, because this crucifix is so big, every ghost might seem like a demon against this crucifix. But what you also need to know about the crucifix is that every single upgrade makes it even more effective against a demon. The range on this crucifix against every ghost is 5 meters, which you can see right there. You see the circle over there? It's all the way in the living room. This is the range at which it will stop any ghost. However, against a demon, this is 150% more. So 12.5 meters in a giant circle against the demon. So it is like completely busted against a demon, and a demon will never be able to do anything against it. So if you ever get a ghost to hunt anywhere remotely close to a tier 3 crucifix, you that's like basically the whole house. Yeah, if you just place it, like the way to test against demon now is going to be to place this salt like somewhere in the room, like 3 rooms over, and see if it uses the crucifix. And then if it does, you instantly know it is a demon. What else do we need? We have incense. We already brought that in the house. I'm going to bring some more. I'll also bring a sound sensor, because if we're in the truck, we'll actually be able to listen to the ghost audio, which is kind of awesome about the sound sensor now. So we've set these guys up. We're going to smudge the ghost just as a way to create maybe some more interactions, because the smudge stick will... Oh, you touched the door. Will make the ghost slightly more active. We're also going to light this very cool looking candle light, which is actually infinite, and we're going to place that on the crucifix, because I don't know, I think they didn't put that in the patch notes. In the patch notes, they didn't say anything about the candle being more effective, like the tier 3 candle being more effective against an Onryo, but I'm assuming that's the case. That's our second evidence right there. That will be with that information, we're able to rule out Oni, because Onis cannot do that airball. Now, also, we're gonna quickly run out here and check our sanity after that ghost event, because depending on our sanity, we can also rule out a shade. I think with that, we can most likely rule out a shade, because a shade will not do any ghost events at 100 sanity, and then slowly get more active until at 50% sanity it's a normal ghost. This was a little too early. It could still be, but I'm going to rule it out for now. Now, I'm also going to quickly check for orbs, because it might be a mimic. Besides that, we could grab a few more of these guys, and I don't really need another crucifix, because that is already broken. I'll grab some more salt in case it starts stepping on it. And then we could eventually start moving to getting hunts. Let's see, because the hunts obviously are going to give away a lot. Is it? Oh god, I wasn't trying to enable that. Hopefully we're not going to see orbs, because orbs just makes the game extremely easy. We need to check if this is actually the ghost room by looking at the temperature. It is pretty low here. It's going to be interesting to see how different this is going to be when we use the tier 2 and the tier 1 items. I think especially the tier 1 items could potentially be like extremely difficult. It hasn't tried to roam much, has it? Like, it only stepped in the salt once, and after that it's just been in this room like a good boy. Can you give us a sign? We need to check around to see what our cursed possession is, which it's not going to be monkey paw. It is not going to be... We can even stop the hunt from the cursed possession. It's not going to be board. It's not going to be summoning circle. Udodo wouldn't be bad. Excuse me? This is where the paramic actually fucked me up. Was that this door right here? Wait, I need to check this with the EMF. That could be very significant. That could be twin. It wasn't this door. Okay. It was just the paramic making it sound like it was this door. It was actually just this door. But yeah, it's a normal hanging out in the ghost room. Can you give us a sign? It blew out the candle, which is normal behavior. I think it also turned off it keeps turning off the light. Maybe we are dealing with a mare. It's relatively active, definitely not A or something. It's just not active enough, I would say. I would say we're probably not dealing with the twins, but we can always rule that out later. For now, do we have a voodoo doll? We do not have a voodoo doll. Our breaker is right here if we're gonna need it. I think it's then has to be tarot cards or music box. Tarot cards would be kind of memey. Okay, it's just a music box. I see. It's weird that it hasn't tried to leave at all. This might be a Goryo because it only stepped on that salt once, and after that it's just sat here. Or it could go into any of these rooms, right? Which would be possible. Can you give us a sign, Ghost? How are you doing today? We need to add more motion sensors here. Because if we just add, like... If we fill up the whole room with motion sensors, we'll basically be able to follow the ghost wherever it goes. I'll even grab another crucifix, even though it's probably not gonna matter. Because we're just gonna... Yeah, stack that up here. So we got that one here. This one right here. Okay. Are you okay? Is it doing Morse code? Is it... Are you SOSing me? Excuse me? What's going on with that guy? Hello? Are you good? I think it's broken. I think I need to... I guess it's just the ghost is just standing here. What is happening? Hello? It's already? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wasn't that early? I swear that gotta be early. That is extremely early. What the fuck? Okay. So with that... It's so fucking annoying. What's going on? God, it's doing fucking Morse code. With that information, we have just ruled out so many ghosts. Spirit, Phantom, Poltergeist, Banshee, Jinn, Mare even, because a Mare can only hunt at 60, Revenant, Yurei, Hantu, Goryo, Myling, Wince, Obake, Dio, Moroi, Raichu even, because a Raichu cannot hunt at this. This is the most fucking annoying... I hate the... the tier 3 motion sensor is driving me insane. Okay, it could technically maybe be a... I have to turn the shit off. I'm losing my mind. Is the Raichu can only hunt at 65% sanity, which it was higher. You shut the fuck up? Jesus. Which it was higher. It was 68% sanity when we started getting hunted there. Oh my god, dude. You are insanely aggressive. Oh, ghost event? What was that? It was a little mad, huh? I think it's time for us to just let this hunt happen and grab our smudge stick and protect ourselves. The salt is gonna slow. It's probably... Wait, you know what? We can try for demon in the most fucking maniacal way possible. We're gonna place this over here. If it stops the ghost from over here, it has to be a demon, right? There's like no fucking way that a demon would be stopped or that a normal ghost will be stopped from over here. This would be very interesting if this actually works. Is that too far? I don't think that's too far. Oh, you piece of garbage. Keep the light on. It just depends on if it can... It can... It's a fucking demon, dude. Wait, let's see how far away. Let's see how far away this crucifix works against the demon. Wait, if it actually works from over here, that is fucking disgusting, dude. But this is so far from the ghost room. The ghost room is all the way over there, and we know it's still in there because of the salt here. It can't leave, and it also the motion sensor. So we can just place more salt here. You're not escaping me. Let's see. Is it gonna use it once more? Oh! It actually hunted this time. Interesting. Probably still... Oh, God. It's not a normal speed. It's not a yokai either, right? Really? Let's try for yokai here. It's gonna find me just fine. Oh, yeah, it's finding me just fine. It's not a yokai. We're for sure dealing with a demon here. That's interesting, though, that is like the max range at which it will be... At which the crucifix will work. So this is just slightly too far for you. That feels like it's... It should be within range. In my brain, I feel like if it's supposed to be 150% bigger, I guess if it was all the way at the corner, this could have worked. Because let's see how big this range is. If I place this here... Yeah, okay, no. I mean, maybe? I feel like that would have stopped the ghost. Wolfie, thank you for the 6. Let's place this here. and then go or use, wait, hello? Oh, wait, interesting. You can't use the mouse to tier this on. You have to press F to turn it on. Now, they didn't say anything about the tier 3 lighter or the tier 3 firelight. There you go. So it is not an Onryo because the candle was still on and the crucifix was used. Unless that is an interesting question, because the range of the crucifix is so big. Will it be too big so that the Onryo can be far enough away from the candle and then the crucifix still stops it anyway? That would be an interesting question, but I'm obviously going to go with demon here. Seems like it was extremely aggressive, but if we get it wrong here at any point, it's going to be an interesting question, why we were wrong. And we need to learn from our mistakes, because we're trying to learn how to use all these new items in specific situations. We tried Apocalypse already, and now we're here for no evidence. So yeah, there you go. So obviously demon, crucifix was super effective, but it didn't feel like it was like 150% more effective. It felt like it was just more regular 50% more effective. But anyway, that was our tier 3 run. Now we're gonna go to tier 2 and then tier 1 and then back to tier 3, because we want to learn everything about all the items. Oh, okay. So my game crashed, by the way, which was a little weird. We also reread the patch notes, and I have to do an immediate clarification that I was wrong. The crucifix does not have an increased range per tier versus demon. The way it's supposed to be read is that it has a 50% increased range for the range that each crucifix has. So the tier 1 crucifix is 3 meters plus 50% is 4.5 meters. The tier 2 crucifix is 4 meters plus 50% is 6 meters. So basically it scales per different type of crucifix. Before, the way it used to work is that the demon had a fixed range, which didn't change because there were no different crucifixes. Obviously there was only one crucifix, so it didn't really matter. But now it scales with each crucifix. So yeah, it's not a 12.5 meter effective crucifix against demon. It's only a 7.5 range. So yeah, that was totally on me. I make mistakes sometimes, go figure. I'm not a I'm not always correct, but I try to make clarifications when I do make mistakes. So there you go. Anyway, now we are using the tier 2 items. What is the main difference between the tier 2 items and the tier 3 items? I'd say they are more normal. The tier 2 items are more a normal upgrade of the tier 1 items, whereas the tier 3 items tend to have like some of the most ludicrous abilities we've seen yet. So for example, these ones just simply slow. They don't stun, they just slow. The salt is just bigger, it doesn't do any other crazy effects. This crucifix is just bigger, it doesn't do any other crazy effects. And same for basically everything else. Some of these are very similar to what we were already used to before the update. Obviously, as you can see by the EMF I'm holding right now. Hello, Ghost. Oh, aha. You threw that. They've also made, we checked the patch notes just now of some of the hotfixes that have been posted recently, and they made tier 3 or 3-star photos easier to get, which is very good. Because I was struggling so much getting 3-star ghost photos. It was actually disgusting. Now, is the ghost here? Or is it in the garage or something? Or is it a wraith? Because it could be some kind of teleporting ghosts, which are actually, I think, if I were to pick a group of ghosts that I have the most fun with, I think it is the teleporting ghosts. I think the teleporting ghosts overall have the most interesting behavior out of all of the ghosts, and they're really fun to figure out. Like, I have a lot of fun solving the mission against the teleporting ghost, because you really feel like you're fighting against another intelligent entity that is doing their own thing. It is 13 degrees in here. This is very hot. 20 degrees there. What the hell? Now, we no longer have the night vision, but we will have it either. Excuse me? Get through this. This thing is so fucking slow. Okay, it's probably just in the hallway. It is like slowly getting colder here, but these rooms are 20 degrees. So yeah, it's gonna be hallway, which is actually really big. Now, the tier 2's motion sensor is actually really good in my opinion. It is such a big improvement over the tier 1 motion sensor, because it has this really cool feature where it can, oh, definitely here, where, let me place them on bottlenecks right here, where you can make it into a 2 laser mode, which will show you where the ghost is moving towards. Like if you place it in this hallway right here, and I turn it into this mode, I'll know when it steps on it if it's going that way or if it's going this way. However, if I only have this mode, I'll only know if it steps on it. I don't know in which direction. So having this like 2 cone mode, like the cone mode that they call it, is actually super useful. I'm gonna place this over here, see if it ever leaves this room. I think it just touched that door right there. Other question, you can still crouch underneath the lasers, and that is now actually way clearer. So you don't accidentally set off your own motion sensor and bait yourself. There you go. It's very short. I feel like they should make the delay on it a little longer. I think it walked this way. I'm pretty sure. Let's just place some salt there. This is a tier 2 motion sensor. Let's place some salt there to rule out Wraith. We're gonna grab this guy. We're gonna grab a candle. I still need to figure out whether the candle also has an increased range against a Moroi, because otherwise you might run into situations where the Moroi will use the crucifix underneath the candle if you're using like a tier 3 crucifix, which could be like kind of difficult. Like it could make figuring out a or an Onryo. Did I say Moroi? I meant Onryo, sorry. I keep saying the wrong ghost. Whenever I'm editing a video, I'm so lost in my thoughts, and I like have to add clarifications to when I was just saying the wrong ghost type for no reason. My brain just stopped working. But yeah, I was talking about an Onryo there, not a Moroi. We already have the salt. It is not a Wraith, easy peasy. We're gonna quickly look for orbs. Ooh, it stepped this way. It's literally standing right there. Wait, this is such a cool feature of the... Oh, it's no longer standing there. Wait a minute. If it stands on a motion sensor, it'll actually permanently light up. It'll never turn off, which can help you to... Like, if you just see the ghost standing somewhere, that's extremely useful information, obviously. So all our motion sensors are doing a great job here. I'm not seeing any orbs, which is good because I don't want any orbs. We're gonna light this real quick and place something underneath here. Now, the problem with these, actually, you know what? I shouldn't light them yet, because the problem is... Oh, you walked upstairs. That sucks. I notice now how short these motion sensors... I feel like they really should be lighting, or should stay lit for a little longer, because right there, I heard the motion sensor, and before I looked over to see which order they've been lit up in, they already turned off. So there you saw that it was coming back downstairs because it lit this one first and then this one. So we're getting, like, these are such cool... The motion sensors are so cool because they really give you such strong control. Now, not control, but they give you... They allow you to monitor very closely where the ghost is moving towards, which is very powerful. Okay, I walked... Why is this one just permanently lit up? I think there's a bug with this. Oh, wait, what? No, it was... I don't know. Maybe it was just standing there. Okay, grab a motion sensor. That's it. This is the tier 2 one, right? Yeah, it looks still pretty fancy. Oh, it's coming this way. Alrighty, ghost. I'm gonna drop this here just in case we get an early hunt. We'll be able to defend ourselves. And we'll also place this right here so we can crouch... Oh, wait a minute. I need to place it higher. Look, so now I can crouch underneath it, but the ghost can't, which is nice. You're obviously here. It's very cold. It's 1.1 degree, which doesn't really tell us anything. Alrighty, I think it is time for us to find the cursed possession and start doing some shenanigans. Because we could also use the paramic for a little bit. We're just going to use some behavior here, behavioral clues. We've not gotten any early hunt this time. Last time it was extremely obvious immediately. I don't think... Like, the tier 2 items are still really good. Like, the tier 3 items are super fun because they got some crazy new things that they can do, but the tier 1 or the tier 2 items are still really strong in many ways. I'm gonna place it there again. I should place more salt. If it walks in this room, it's never walked in this room yet. Now it's not gonna slow it during a hunt at all, like the tier 3 salt does. What's my sanity right now? Let's quickly check. So it hasn't hunted yet, and my sanity is 68. So we could probably say it's not a. And look at this freaking range on this. That is probably not a demon. Well, we need to wait a little bit longer for that. But I think we're gonna pull the spin a few times.
It's walking again. Let's wrap this. Because it is time to be a little dangerous. Touching stuff over there. Touching stuff all the way over here. Why are you touching that? Come back here! I'm gonna have to turn off my head thing already. Are you the twins? This is some insane range of interaction that you're doing right now. You're not even close to this. I had full control over... Wait a minute. Are you trolling me? I was like pretty sure it was in this area. Oh, it's... Aha, it is walking back this way. So it came from there and it walked back in this way. So I guess it was over there. Wait. Oh, this trick... Why does only that one trigger when I walk through it? It's weird. Sometimes it's like freaking Mission Impossible over here. Dodge the lasers! What the fuck? Oh! Aha! We got our first hunt at which sanity? Okay, that is low enough, but it does allow us to rule out a few ghosts here. We can rule out the Dio because the Dio can only hunt below 40, and we can rule out the Shade because the Shade can only hunt below 35, and we can also rule out an Oni because we haven't seen anything at all. It has been the most boring ghost of all time. It's actually kind of incredible how easy it has been so far to track this ghost, even though it's such a hard room. Like, it is such an open room, but because the tier 2 motion sensor, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I genuinely think the tier 2 motion sensor is so much more useful in, I don't know, it's more straightforward in my opinion. Like, my brain is more wired to use the tier 2 motion sensor than the tier 3 one. The tier 3 one just gets... Oh, hi there. Never mind. See, this is what I'm talking... Oh, come on. I should just taken a photo. You see how it's standing there and the laser is like... Wait a minute. You can literally see the laser is like against the ghost right now. It's still just standing there. Look at that. The laser is like stopped by the... Oh! And you saw teleport. Wait, that's actually so interesting. I didn't know the laser actually got physically stopped by the ghost. Huh. Are you okay? That's cool. I'm gonna take some of these photos. I don't really... Can I take this? Is this gonna work or is this not gonna work? That is gonna work. Nice. We got all these salt photos. I think it is about time to just let this ghost hunt. Oh god. Hunting from upstairs. Is this for yokai? Come over. Hello? Upstairs, right? Yes, here we go. Yokai test. Ah! Is it slow? Is it the twins? Oh, come on. It's fast now. Peace. Go away! I think it's twins. I think it's very... And that also explains all the weird behavior we've been seeing. So let's trigger another hunt and hide this time and listen to the speed a little better because that sounded very slow. So the way the twins work is that they have two different ranges in which they can interact with stuff around them. They have the normal range of a ghost, which is like pretty close to where a ghost is. And then they also have the super range, which is like a massive, like 10-meter range around the ghost where it can throw also additional items. And sometimes it does both ranges, like it interacts with something close by and far away really quickly in succession, which we call a twin interaction, which is the way you can usually tell them. But let's just use or get a hunt here. Oh, here we go. I'm hearing nothing. What? Is it hunting? It's not hunting? Why did this... Wait. Excuse me. Why did the voodoo doll just freaking destroy itself if I wasn't supposed to be Oh, they broke it again. Okay. So what's supposed to happen there is if you use the voodoo doll at 0 sanity, it's supposed to trigger a cursed hunt, but they broke that again. Which it seems like it just didn't happen, which it's supposed to happen, so I'm pretty sure that's broken. I guess. All right, well, so we smudged the ghost, which is going to make it take a little longer before this ghost actually hunts here. There's a true interaction on the board. Wait, that would be huge. Can I show that? Oh yeah, there you go. So this thing right here, I mean, I don't know if that's a true to interaction because it's kind of it's going down, not going up, which can be a little weird. But you can spot these on the board as well. If the ghost interacts with two things in quick succession, you will see one line going up, and then you will see a slope change, and it'll go up at a different time. And the reason why the slope change exists is because the two interactions that it didn't end up having the exact same EMF value. If it did end up having the exact same EMF value, you could just see a straight line going like super high, which could also be twins. But it's really rare for that to happen. Usually you'll see some kind of slope change. We're not seeing it right here. Just gonna grab another smudge stick. It's actually super quiet. Hello, ghost? I'm gonna move this thing away. I just want to get a hunt and listen here, because I have a very strong suspicion. This can be really dangerous for no evidence runs, by the way. If you get tunnel visioned into thinking you know the ghost, and then you end up having it wrong, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, we were wrong. Now what do we do? Okay. And I think we were wrong, because this sounds completely normal. Yeah, I think it's not the twins. This is not slow, right? Nemo? Is that a poltergeist? Mimic. How does the tier 2 crucifix prevent hunts? Yes. It's definitely not slow enough. So we can check. This is a poltergeist. But it doesn't feel like a polter outside of a hunt. But I'm not entirely... That was crazy. Did you hear that shit? We'll have to see it in person here. We'll have to do a polter test if this hunt can just ever end. It's not a spirit, right? Because it hunted... Did it hunt within 3 minutes? Actually, maybe it's just a spirit. Anyway, we're gonna set up a polter check here. So now that we know it's not the twins, and there's also a lot of... Let me just step outside here for a moment and go through the list to share with you what we know right now. We know it is not a yokai because we did a yokai test right there. We know it is most likely not a demon because it didn't hunt aggressively at all. We know it's not a rev, not a hantu because it did speed up, not a raichu, not a moroi, not a thay. Actually, am I low enough sanity for moroi? Probably. Not the twins. Very unlikely to be twins. We need to check for phantom and Jinn. I don't think it was a phantom though. Check for orbs. Yeah, I have a camera in here. I'm just setting up this. You guys always love to believe everything is a mimic though. Nothing. Oh, I stepped on that. I don't think it's a mimic, guys. I know you want it to be a mimic, but it just simply is not a mimic. So we're gonna say it is not a mimic because there's no ghost orbs. Now it has never changed ghost room, so it could very much be a Jinn. We're gonna test for Jinn by standing over... wait, what did I say? I meant Goryo. I was thinking about a Jinn, but I meant Goryo. We're gonna test for Jinn now. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know where to do the... Oh, God. Where is it? Is it upstairs? I think it is. Here we go. Oh, wait, I think it might actually be a Jinn. Wait a minute. What was that? Wait. Wait a minute. Hello? Yeah. Wait, it's totally a Jinn. Easy peasy. Wait, where's the Raichu? Wait. Oh no! It's definitely Jinn. Okay. No. It's definitely not a Raichu. Okay, so why was I confused about that difference right there? I always try to be very explain heavy on no evidence runs because it's, in my opinion, a great way to learn all the ghost abilities, and I know a lot of people use these videos to learn the game and learn what they need to look out for. It's not a phantom because it was blinking like normal. Why? So it was fast, right? As soon as it saw me from a distance, it got really fast, which is the Jinn ability. However, the Jinn and the Raichu can be kind of similar. The Raichu will get fast when there's electronics around. Now, it was only fast when it was seeing me rather than in this whole mess right here with all the motion sensors, because the tier 2, every motion sensor, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, will cause the Raichu to speed up as well. So it just simply cannot be a Raichu, and instead it's a Jinn, because as soon as it was like slightly far away from us, it ran up to us at a like crazy speed. So there you go, we got a Jinn, unless it was somehow a mimic without orbs. We'll see about that. It could have been orbs in the basement, but that would have been real sneaky. There you go. It was just a regular Jinn, and we're leveling up to level 8 again because we crashed and we lost our experience, but that's fine. So yeah, that was a Jinn, really cool Jinn, and we didn't really suffer from having the tier 2 items there. However, now we're gonna go down to the tier 1 items, which could mean that it's gonna be much harder. Let's see. Oh boy. Alrighty, so the evidence items being very shit doesn't really matter for us except the video cam. However, the crucifix is gonna be, I think, the main... I think the crucifix tier 1 to tier 2 upgrade is so big. Same with the salt. The salt tier 1 is so bad, and the crucifix tier 1 is so bad. The crucifix tier 1, not only does it only work once, but it also has this like super tiny range, which means that even if you place 2 of these guys, there's still a really high chance that the ghost will hunt if it's like a remotely big room. So yeah, the crucifix is very, very tricky. Now we also have a tier 1 flashlight, which isn't gonna matter too much because we're just gonna turn on the lights in the house, unless it's gonna be a mare, in which case it's gonna matter a lot that we didn't have a better light. We have another music box, which we didn't even end up using there. The tier 1 thermo is actually fairly good in my opinion. I don't think that's a problematic item at all. Hello, ghost? Anyone here? Oh, I heard that. In here, I think. That was this item right here. Now, obviously, we're not going to get EMF 5, but we found the ghost. Most likely in this area. As you can see, it really does, like... Just turn on the breaker. That's... I don't think this is something a lot of beginners make mistakes. Do beginners make mistakes with not turning on the breaker? I feel like when I was a beginner, I was like constantly trying to keep the lights on because it's less scary with the lights on. Or do beginners just like walk around in the dark with like, they're like moths. Beginners are like moths. All right, we're gonna bring out the crappy salt here and a crappy motion sensor. Beginners are mainly on amateur. I mean, that doesn't matter. You're still gonna lose sanity on amateur if you're in the dark. Drawn like moths through a flame. Like Dark Souls over here. Alright, buddy. I got this for you. And then I'll place these 2. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, well, there you go. It worked at least. We got it to step in the salt, even though it's... that wasn't a Ure ability. They fixed the Ure ability, by the way, finally. If you don't know what the Ure ability is, it is a rare ability where it will close a door next to you fully. Like, it'll just go bada bing, bada boom. It'll just close the full door instantly, which is like a special interaction. And while it's doing that, it will drain your sanity by like 15%, something around that. And yeah, they finally fixed it now. So now we'll actually be able to use it properly, which is really nice because it was very annoying that we could never figure out Ures on no evidence runs, which was one of the major ghosts that was like hard to figure out. So I need to rule out Wraith here. Tier 1 thermo is certainly the worst item. I'm assuming you're making a joke here because it is absolutely not. It is like one of the best tier 1 equipments. It's one of the tier 1 equipments you can keep using for the longest. Because, like, for example, the writing book is just bad compared to the tier 2 and tier 3. It's literally just worse. But something like the glow stick and the thermo, I think, can stick around for quite a while. There's even an argument, in my opinion, that the glow stick is better than the tier 2 and maybe even the tier 3, depending on how you use it. We're gonna try and bring the crucifix in here. And we'll try and bring... Well, actually, let's just bring one for now. We'll bring in a candle. F. Oh, stream went down. That's a first. Luckily, didn't happen on any of the first days of the update. It's just you and me. YouTube will be fine though. We don't need Twitch, right? I mean, if you want to join us, you can always find us over on Twitch. Links in the description. You know it. I'm just setting up some simple stuff. They'll be okay. They'll understand this stuff. So, can you give us a sign now that Mom's is gone? When the teacher leaves the room, aka Twitch chat, this is what the ghost does. Let's see it. Let's see the activity. The crazy activity. Absolutely nothing. Ghost, you're supposed to go crazy. This is your time. Oh, it sounds like it's so they supposedly just completely fixed the Ure ability, so it should just fully close it. Like, it shouldn't keep it open like this. Like, it shouldn't do because what it kept doing with the broken Ure ability is that instead of closing a door, it would open a door, which is obviously not what it was supposed to do. I'm reconnecting over here. I think Twitch will be okay though. Hello, Ghost. Can you give us a sign? Hello, hello? Just doing nothing. Is it even here? Seems to be here. If I go outside, does it immediately go up? It does immediately go up, so we know it's in here. Hey, you're back. That was me, right? Or was that? That was not me. That was the ghost. Nothing has really happened. I was talking with YouTube here. We had a little YouTube moment. And I was talking about this is how the ghost acts when the teacher is not in the classroom. But it is not at all the case. It's doing absolutely nothing. Let's check for Mimic here, maybe. Because this ghost is fucking... He literally hasn't even thrown a single item while you guys were gone. So this could actually very much be a shade here. Because it was doing stuff when we weren't there. But then as soon as we entered the... This is such a shade. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This actually is just a shade. They went easy on me with the tier 1 items. Let's grab this just in case. Then we have Crucifix, Firelight. We'll grab the other one of this. And a smudge stick as well. No, let's actually grab this for now. We don't need a smudge stick if it's a shade, right? We'll be okay. Could be a mimic. That's where we got this guy right here. With a beautiful green night vision. Hello, ghosty pants. What is this? The EMF sound? It is not Orbeez, so no mimic, which was to be expected. This is where having the tier 2 motion sensors all around the room, because sometimes you're in a situation like this where the ghost does nothing and you start to doubt yourself that you're even in the right room anymore. That's where the tier 2 motion sensor is super useful, because usually even when the ghost is doing nothing, it's still like walking around the room, which you can detect using the different motion sensors. The tier 1 is just like, oh god, hi there. Never mind then. It is all of a sudden active. It's doing stuff. Wait, it just threw my camera around. Do you see that? Threw my camera. Okay then, buddy. Seems like you just need a little bit of encouragement. I'll place this on their bunny. Can you do something? Can you give us a sign? Knock on the window. This one. Yes, I think just a photo over here, hopefully. What? Is it up there? Is it over there? Where's the photo? I thought it was this one. Well, apparently it's not. Can you give us a sign? This ghost is... I think it might need some encouragement. I think it might need some music box encouragement over here, because this ghost is not doing anything. We're not going to use a smudge stick here because I don't want to prevent it from hunting. Here we go. Oh, it's just in that room. La, 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 la. Oh, it's bugged again. Ah, fuck you. Eat garbage. It's stuck in the floor. Why does that happen so much? I've never had it happen in this room before. So what can happen with the ghosts is that they somehow get stuck under... It did a ghost event during the music box? What? Wait, that's not supposed to even be possible at all. Okay, the music box is is a little busted. I don't know what that was. I've never seen that before in my life. What's my sanity now? Okay, so my sanity is still... Oh, no, but I can't prevent my sanity from draining anymore because the crucifix or the candles are nerfed. Wait, that's a problem. We'll see if we get a hunt. I am gonna use a candle. Let's see it. I took a ghost photo, right? Yeah, that was a tier 3 or 3-star ghost photo. This should only prevent my sanity from draining by 50%, which is not enough. I'm gonna stand in the light over here with a candle. The candle's only gonna last for 3 minutes. Because I want to stay away from this ghost and see if it hunts right now, which it hasn't yet. Oh, there's a owner right there. Because if it hunts right now, then it can't be a shade. Hello, ghost? Oh, come on. It is doing activity now, but I'm gonna stay away from you. We could test for Banshee by walking into the singing ghost event. You know what? Important. Did I walk into it in time? I don't think I did. Let's check. Oh, come the fuck on! Ah! Wait, is another Jinn? Yeah! What? Okay, it's just another Jinn. You hear the exact same thing that you heard. Oh god, I'm gonna die. It's all ogre. That you heard before. Where it like, as soon as it steps into a room that you're in, it goes very fast. But then when it's close to you, it slows down. All right, well, that was a bit of a weird game. Also, did I just break this candle? Wait, where's the... Oh. Wait, what? How are you supposed to light this thing? The fuse or whatever you call it is like stuck in the wick, I guess. Stuck in the thing. All right, anyway. Should be a Jinn. I checked for... Did I check for orbs? I checked, but maybe not good enough. 2 Jinns in a row. I think the longest streak of ghosts in a row I've had is several 3 ghost streaks in a row. Look at the amount. This is such a... Like... I think if you are not a cheese farmer, like most people are on the custom difficulty right now, where people are just using like this one or this one to get extremely high rewards with no effort at all. If you instead want to still get high rewards, but feel like you're working for it and you're earning those rewards, I highly recommend you try out a no evidence difficulty because it gives you insanely high rewards and it also feels like you're actually playing the game and you're actually earning the level that you're getting instead of just like cheesing your way through, which I wanted to cheese my way through because I wanted to show you guys the new items, but I prefer to play the game this way. Anyway, we're going to go back to tier 3 items. Now we've used all the tiers. We're going to go back to super items and see if it's going to be any more easier now that we've learned a little bit more about them. We're going to do that on Grafton. All right. We have Leslie. Didn't we just have Leslie as well? I don't really know what's going on here. It's a little weird. Look at all these things, man. I'm so happy we got this back. And we can carry 3 items at the time. Like, having the night vision is... It is the biggest upgrade by far. It's surprising to me. Yes, the crucifix is really good, but I guess I'm very glad that they didn't make the night vision the last item you unlock, because in my opinion, the night vision is for sure the best item in the game. Because it, like, basically is the same as having, like, a new inventory slot. Imagine they did that. When you prestige, you get a extra inventory slot. That would be so broken. It would be very fun, but it would break the entire balance of the game. I wouldn't complain, though. I'd freaking take it. That counts? That does count. Okay, you know what? We're gonna use the monkey paw to find the ghost. I wish the ghost was trapped. It didn't lock me in, so now we have 60 seconds to find which door just got locked, because whatever door just got locked is where the ghost is. How do you walk around with night vision? It's a tier 3 item. So if you, when do you unlock this thing? I think you unlock it around level 70, if I remember correctly. You're gonna have to level up quite a bit. Not that one. It's in this room? It is in this room. Okay, so this door is locked, which means that is the ghost room, which means I have to run because it's gonna hunt soon, and I want to leave. Get me out of here. I might not be in time. It might close. Road. Okay, we made it. I don't want to get a hunt yet because the hunt might give it away immediately, and I want to be able to use some of these items here, especially this guy. So our sanity didn't even drop. The monkey paw is so busted. It's actually disgusting. All right, crucifix motion sensor, check. And then we also need a firelight. We don't have a lighter yet. I think the firelight will come later. Let's take the salt and just keep it in that room. If we can lock it in there, that'd be very useful. Sapina Lena, thank you for the 8. You can turn on some of these lights as well. Crucifix looks sick. It is such a cool model. Same with the writing book. The writing book looks amazing too. That's a boner. Alright, so it is in here. This one crucifix should stop the hunt. The difference, this room you'd never be able to protect with the tier 1 crucifixes, but with the tier 3 crucifix, you can just go boom in the middle here, and it just covers the whole room. Alright, we're gonna salt up this door here, prevent it from leaving. And then we're also gonna salt up this door to slow it down potentially if it ever tries to hunt. Then we have one more left. Are you in the middle here? Pretty big range on that thing. I think we're gonna have to do some setup. Oh, it stepped in this salt and then got repelled back into the room. Stay here. You are not allowed to leave. Give me a second. I need to set up some items. Alrighty, let's see. So we have all the stuff we need. First of all, check for orbs. It also turned off the breaker, which apparently, yeah, it's in the ghost room right here. So it's not a Jinn. No 3 Jinns in a row, luckily. Do we have any orbs? Don't have orbs, it seems. It's throwing quite a bit. It's also cold here, which is totally normal. Can I place the camp? Oh, whatever, I'll just place it down. It doesn't really matter. We have more salt. We're gonna block it from going out. We also have this guy, which I will place on the crucifix. I still don't know if this is gonna be interesting. I hope I get an on Rio eventually so I can figure out whether on Rio still work properly. Oh, it's right here. I mean, to be fair, in a room like this, I'd way rather have tier 3 motion sensors than the tier 2 versions, because they allow you to more efficiently cover the whole room. So in this case, we'll basically have like little, yeah, we'll have little flashes on where the ghost is all the time. That's kind of sick. It's so dark in here. It's very dark. I'll just leave that there. We'll grab this guy. Place salt's still there, so it's fine. I'll actually hold this. Alrighty, ghost. I'll need my night vision here. That one is triggering. It's throwing a ton here, but oh, blinking lights outside. Can you give us a sign? What's your name? Leslie something. Leslie Halstead. Is that a new name in the new update? I've never seen this one before. This has to be a new name. Halstead. Leslie Halstead? Unless I just never had that name until now. Seems unlikely. Alright, are you a Moroi or a Myling? Whisper to me. It is a little unfortunate that the night vision cam is like blurry the further it goes, but they need to, otherwise it would be so busted if there was no downside at all. Okay, so I just got a whisper, which means that if it is a Moroi, that means I just got cursed. So if we stay relatively in the light, and then we go back to the truck and we see our sanity is completely tanked, we know we're dealing with a Moroi here. I also need to use a adrenaline shot at one point, like aggressively. It lit the, or turned off the fire lights, I guess they're called now. Can you give me another sign, Leslie? They're walking around here. I'm gonna turn this off for now. Oh, it's so dark, I forget. So we can see the flashes better. Where are you standing? Are you anywhere? I want to make sure that I'm pointing the thing at you. The one thing that makes the tier 3 motion sensors worse specifically is that they do not persistently shine their light at the ghost. You know what would be sick? If, yeah, here, you see it does one flash and then it like basically immediately gives up. It would be nice if it like followed the ghost more fluently rather than just like a quick flash and then I mean, it does flash twice sometimes if it walks around inside of its range. But not very useful. All right, you're not doing much. You know what? Oh, there it is. It's time for us to get a hunt. We're gonna grab an adrenaline shot. What did we have again? What's our cursed possession? Oh, monkey paw. Monkey paw. We'll set up some defenses over here. Boom. I mean, we only really need one, right? Because we can just run away. Have the monkey paw. I think we're just gonna... I don't want to wish to see the ghost because then I'm gonna be blind for the rest of the hunt. I think I'm just gonna... But if I wish for sanity, I'm gonna change the ghost room. This is a bit annoying. Let's see quickly what my sanity is and if it could be a Moroi. King Jiling, thank you for the 26. And Kiro Miko, thank you for the 13. Is it a Moroi? Because otherwise we can rule it out. I mean, that's pretty aggressive sanity drain right there. What the fuck? Could just be normal, but I stood in the dark. Yeah, I guess, but wasn't I close enough to the candle to prevent a little bit of sanity as well? I don't know, maybe more. What the hell? Excuse me, anti-gravity. That is what? That's fucking magic, dude. How does it work? Oh my god. That's so silly. Wait, this works? That is fucking stupid. I'm just taping it to the bottom. Okay, ghost. Let's go. Let's go party. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. I'm checking again. Did they include that song in the Barbie movie? I don't think I heard it. I don't remember hearing it. Oh, my sanity is still draining. They didn't? How could they? Maybe the person who created Barbie didn't want, or like the Barbie company didn't want that song. Didn't they have like a whole fight with that song? And then the creators of the song ended up winning because Barbie was like a too big of a name to be like completely copyrighted under control. The lyrics are pretty raunchy. I mean, yeah, true. Okay, Ghost. What is up with you? Did you use the crucifix at any point? I think we're gonna... You know what? This is our chance to maybe test for... on Rio. Are you still here? Oh, yep, you are. Wait a minute. That means we can take a photo. Does this count? That would have been too far for a 3-star previously. It now works. Let's go. All right, Ghost. I can always run away using the adrenaline shot here. So if it decides to hunt, I'm gonna go just speed run out of here. Okay, can you give me a sign? It should stop the hunt, this crucifix. Well, that was a singing ghost event, by the way, which a banshee is more likely to do a singing ghost event than any other ghost. Let me hold this for now. You're gonna give me anything? This is maybe something very passive, like a Dio or a Shade, because we should be low enough sanity now, but it's still not hunting, which is kind of suspicious. Can you give us a sign? Okay, another whisper. After I get... Oh. It breaks the light. It could be Mare. I mean, there's so many ghosts. That's... What the fuck? Spooky, spooky. Are you not gonna hunt? Only 2 whispers. Oh, it's right here. I mean, 2 whispers are... Oh, it's not an Oni! Which we already knew. It's also not a Thay, not a demon, because it's just not hunting. Not a mimic, because we didn't see orbs. I would be very surprised if it was a revenant after doing nothing for so long. Oh no, is it stuck again? How did that motion sensor get stuck? That was so weird. Oh, you can't escape me. It tried to escape. Not on my watch. We got more salt. You're staying in here. This is so nice. I really love the new salt. Like being able in a room like this. Oh, there you go. In a room like this, it's a. Oh, come on! It blew it out. It's a perfect example of like a really useful situation for the salt, because it'll just never be able to leave this room. Because as long. Keep us. The crucifix got used, but there was no the light wasn't on, which is problematic. So it might be an Onryo. We need to pay attention to it. Are you going to use it again? The ghost is getting more spicy because we're getting closer to 0 sanity. I really love the whole sanity system. Like, it's so clever how it works in multiple ways. I'm not going to check sanity right now because we're probably at like 20. And Moroi will be obvious when we're low sanity anyway. It could... Oh, there we go. It used the crucifix while the light was on, which means if it's an Onryo, we found a situation where the crucifix doesn't work properly against Onryo anymore. So that could make for a problem, or you're just gonna have to add more candles. Now I do wanna let's quickly check our sanity here. It's probably not a shade because it hunted at normal sanity, right? It's very likely to be a Moroi. We did get like 3 ghost events, right? So maybe not. All right, anyway, let's just get a hunt here because something fishy is going on for sure. The room is too small? What do you mean? The room is like very large. I mean, it tried to hunt like 3 times or 2 times. Look at this anti-gravity. I'm insane. Can you place it against walls as well? No, you can't. Wait. Oh my god, what an oversight. Oh man, oh god. It's coming. It's coming to kill me. That's so stupid. Smiling? Smiling? No. Okay, let's see. Sounded normal. What the fuck? Maybe Myling, but that was a little strange. That was like, I didn't really get to do anything. I need to be closer to the ghost. Not a Moroi, that's for sure. At that sanity, the Moroi would have been way faster. So we're gonna rule out Moroi. We can rule out Dio. We can rule out Hantu because it got faster. I think we can rule out Phantom because it didn't look like one. We still need to get more hunts here. We can. Wait a minute. I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna do a yokai test here, even though it seems unlikely. Yeah, it can't be a poltergeist because it wasn't making enough of a mess. Coffee Dawn, thank you for the sub. This shows you that because I think this is our hardest run so far. Oh, I grabbed the wrong item. This shows you that the items can help you, but they aren't. You're still at the mercy of the ghost, because the ghost is determining ultimately how hard your no evidence run is gonna be. It's not gonna be a cakewalk just because you got better items. Alrighty, ghosty. Seems very unlikely to be twins, right? Very unlikely. Could be Goryo. Oh, here we go. Alright, this could be scary. I think it's normal, not Myling. Not a Raichu either, right? What? I'm gonna take the pill. Sprint. Why does it sound so weird? Is anyone else hearing this where it like stops walking for a little while and then she... Okay, so it's not a yokai. That's very strange. Okay, I smudged at like 1910 here. That's just strange. Okay, grab another. I did get some you have to keep in mind that when you use one of those, you are gonna get sanity. Maybe it isn't. Yeah, I do think the ghost might just be bugged because it feels like they're doing that more often. Sanity is Back up a little bit. Gonna grab another one of these. Don't want to really go too crazy with them. We still have monkey paw though. Now, what's weird with the monkey paw, if you wish for sanity, it's gonna change the ghost room even if it is a Goryo. Which, you know how that would be so OP if it didn't do it when it was a Goryo. You could literally just use that wish at the start of a mission and rule out Goryo. I mean, you don't want to use it at the start of a mission, but anyway, get what I'm saying. Are you still here? Oh. Hello? It is still here. This very much might be a Goryo. I don't think it's a shade. It's been a minute since we did the smudge. Hello? Did it do some... I'm not seeing the motions. Oh, hi there. Okay. It's been a minute and 30 seconds. Are you just gonna be a spirit? That could be it as well. Hello, ghost. Yurei. I mean, it hasn't done the Yurei ability at all. If it is a Yurei, I feel like this is almost like... Oh. Okay. Well, we know it's... As soon as it sees me, it, like, sounds quiet as hell. It's not a Myling, though. It's not a spirit either. Wait. I think it was the night vision there, but it sounded like it looked for... Yeah, it is an Obake! Wait! What the fuck? Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Wait, but is it a Myling then? Wait a minute. How was it not an Obake before? This is pretty suspicious. I almost died there, by the way. Is it a sneaky mimic? Is it... Oh, are Obake's footsteps bugged? Let's see. Okay, so obviously it's still here. Okay, so as you could see there, by the way, if you're unfamiliar with how the Obake works, is that it changed into a different ghost model. It has to be an Obake. I'm gonna get one more hunt, though, to listen to the footsteps again. Just for science, because that is a really weird bug. It skips... Oh, it skips a step when it shows a different model. Probably. That sounds very believable. How do you know when one of these is used up? Does it look different? Alright, oh, here we go. Hello? Oh, yeah! Oh, God. Oh, fuck, I ran out of stamina! I didn't realize! Oh! Okay. So... if you are using the adrenaline shot, make sure before you use it, you don't run out of sanity. Because it doesn't actually give you any, or a sprint. Because it doesn't actually give you any stamina. It only prevents your stamina from dropping. So what I did there is that I sprinted, ran out of stamina, then I used the adrenaline shot to try and get away from it. But because I already ran out of stamina, I had to wait for like 5 seconds for it to come back, at which point I already died. So yeah, I got baited by the tier 3 items there, but that was obviously a skill issue and not a game issue. Interesting that that was an Obake though. All right, well anyway, we're gonna do another round. We're gonna go back to the tier 2 items and do another one, because I'm having too much fun. All right, we got Raymond. Let's go. So these, we're back to tier 2, which... there's nothing wrong with the tier 2 items. The only thing is, the big difference is that you can only hold 2 items at the time because you are basically required to have a flashlight. You know, you're not required to have a flashlight at all times, but it's just nice. And obviously we can turn on the lights as well. We have a mirror here. By the way, I have it set in the custom difficulty that I start with the lights on because I just don't want to go look for the breaker right at the beginning of every game. I recommend that setting. I don't know... is that here? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so we got this tiny room ghost. Turn on all the lights around here. If it's a mare, it's gonna be very upset. Phone as well. Hiding spot. Breaker here. Breaker is there. That's pretty good. Okay, so that is this room can be really misleading because there's nothing in this room that the ghost can really throw or interact with except like the dirty water and this door. So what often happens with this room is that you have the ghost throw these items or these items, and then you think that it's the garage or something when it's actually this room. That happens like all the time. Loadout to be... Yeah, you don't... The different tiers, it's a little finicky to change between them. I think the way the game is supposed to be played is that you're just supposed to... Once you reach a different tier of items, you just upgrade to the next tier. You don't... Like, the game is not really meant for you to, like, mix and match the different tiers. You can, obviously, but it's easier to just... Because every loadout, like, if you change the tiers, it's gonna change every loadout, which is a little weird. This is the freaking Wraith's nightmare over here, by the way. Happy birthday, Amber. Good to see you. Turn that shit off. No Orbeez in here? Let's go. Alright, no Orbeez. If this is still the ghost room, that is, which it probably is. You know what? Let's go a little sicko mode with it. It is no longer the ghost room, so we know it's not a Goryo. Look at that. Very useful. I'm gonna use it again. Yep. And I'm gonna take a pill now. I'm gonna throw this in here. Oh, that is actually... This almost never happens, that you can rule out the Goryo. I think the only case in which you rule out the Goryo is if you have a mirror. Which, or you can... I guess you can do it with the board as well, but... the mirror is the best at it. Okay, we're gonna take that pill, which should... I don't know where that's gonna put us. Probably slightly above 50. Probably not much, though. We already checked for orbs, so we should check that new room for orbs as well, just in case. And we're gonna grab a candle, a lighter. Wouldn't the thermo work? What do you mean? I mean, yeah, but... Like, 100% ruling out Goryo is relatively rare. And especially early like this. Because the thing is, even if I can confirm at this point, like, we know for sure that this was the ghost room. If we didn't have the mirror here, I wouldn't have known that the ghost started in this ghost room and now swapped to this. I would have just assumed that it was this ghost room from the very beginning. Hi there. Let's see how far you can be. Let's see if this is a 3-star. This 100% would have been a 2-star before. Oh, okay. Well, I guess go fuck yourself. Okay, so it is still... You still have to be... Did they even change anything? In the patch notes, they said that you can now take 3-star ghost photos from further away. I think that was... This definitely... Before the update, this used to be a ghost photo, and this is just a fucking slap in the face. Like, that is just an insult. Alright, let's grab this guy. That was a singing ghost event. Important. Not a phantom. It's that bad boy. Okay, so not a phantom. We haven't had a step in the salt yet. Wait a minute. I need to turn this off for now. And then leave. Because remember, you have to be pretty careful about the duration of those candles. Because that one only lasts 5 minutes. Which is not a lot of time. But we are pretty much exactly at hunting range. I'm gonna grab this guy. Guess we'll grab another setup. Why no phantom? Because we took a photo and it didn't disappear. Yeah, if you had a zoom on the tier 3 camera, actually, that'd be so cool. Place this, light it real fast. Go, go, go. And this one. Okay, so this should stop on Rio just fine. It's probably a Wraith here. The fact that it hasn't stepped in the salt yet, very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Or did it change ghost room again? It didn't change ghost room again, so, well, now my sanity is completely destroyed, but... Oh, it blew that out. What's that? It blew this out as well. How are you not stepping in the salt, my friend? Oh. Let's see. Walk through it. Oh, it is not. Wow, surprising. There you go. It is not a... Where did my salt go? Wait, my salt just full on... Didn't I place 2 salt here and here? Where did it go? Oh. It full on fucking disappeared. I've been scammed twice already this single game. Excuse me? This is some bullshit. Alright, buddy. Are you in on Rio? Ghost was hungry. This is gonna be so hard to figure. I should be super low sanity here. Bling. I can also light this candle, which lasts forever. It blew up my light. This might be an Onryo. It's only blowing out the candles and never hunting. Unless it's like a mare or a... I guess a mare. That would be the other option. Or a Dio or a Shade. Oh, blowing out. Aha, never mind. So it used that crucifix while the candle was lit. Which I'm gonna assume for now that means we can rule out on Rio until I get it wrong one time. Oh, fuck. Is he? Nope. We're fine. Okay, I should really be taking these photos. Ghost. I'm not gonna bother about the candle anymore. So let's check my sanity. My sanity is super, super low, right? So it's probably not gonna... Yo, oh my god, okay. Well, it's definitely not this guy. Yeah, I am leaning Shade or Dio here. Parabolic microphone, incense. Well, we're gonna do incense now. I should probably just move the crucifixes out there. Let's see what happens during this hunt. Because if it's a normal hunt, then some real weird is going on here. The range on this is so big. Give me that. Alright, don't hunt from here. Just do your thing. Yeah, you're doing stuff over there. I don't really care. Oh, here we go. It is a deal. Okay. Wait, is it? No, it's not. What is this? Wait a minute. Wait, now it's interesting. This can't be a thing. Was it slowed for a long time? Is it a Hantu? Did I see freezing breath? We need to turn... It did turn off the breaker. Okay, so we can break the cursed possession to get another hunt here. Let's see. It's gonna be interesting. We need to grab some more smudge sticks here. Not a Raichu. We're gonna have to turn off all equipment as well to test for Raichu. So only fast ghosts are left, and only specific fast ghosts, so we can rule out all of these guys. Revenant wouldn't be acting like that. I think the twins is just not fast enough. Dio wouldn't be acting like that. So it's literally only Hantu, Raichu, Moroi. So what we have to test now is if it's still fast with the electronics disabled nearby. And then for Moroi, we can take wait a minute. That's going to be less effective, taking sanity pills during hunts now. It felt really long. We can test the slow. I really wish we would have gotten the Moroi when we were using the tier 3 items, because I was really curious to see how long it would be stunned. New hotfix? Yes. You think that the other 700 people that said it before you didn't get the message across? I'm in a game right now. I don't know what you want me to do. Let me fucking leave everything right now. Here we go. I'm fucking playing. Leave me alone. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. Alright, Ghost. I think I'm gonna just go a little sicko mode here. Wait, we need to disable... Oh, God. Well, never mind then. Ah! Okay, let's see how long this works. Hello? Hello? Okay, it's definitely not. It's gotta be a Hantu, right? Let's see the freezing breath here. Come on, come down. He's gonna stop hunting because it's stupid. Hello? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You know what? I'm gonna set up a romantic dinner over here because you're scaring me a little bit, and that was a tricky situation. I don't think that was a Moroi because it sped up. Like it was the crucifix effect only lasted for a little bit, or the smudge stick effect only lasted for a little bit. I don't know why they said. I feel like that. I don't know. Parabolic microphone. I don't really care. I want these candles. Romantic dinner time. There were no electronics nearby, right? I just turned them off. What are the electronics here? This one I turned off. There's a photo cam, which is not, that doesn't, unless they change that doesn't attract the ghost. So that's nothing. My flashlight, but I turned that off, right? Didn't I turn it off at one point? All right, ghost, it's time. Time for us to tango. I'm gonna die for this. I'm from upstairs. Wait, no, it's coming from over there. Obviously, it's not a Raichu. Can we see the freezing breath? Wait, no, it's getting faster. Wait a minute. See how long that effect lasts. Maybe it is more. Is that long enough? Oh my god. It is definitely not a Hantu, I can tell you that. You said it? Is that really how the Moroi works? That's kind of underwhelming. I was expecting the Moroi to be disabled for way longer by the smudge sticks. Really? But it was fat. Oh god. Oh, it is so fucking fast, dude. Yeah, I don't think that sounded very long. They definitely buffed Moroi like absolute crazy. If that's what a Moroi sounds like, I don't think that, or if that was a more, like if the Moroi only gets disabled for that short, that's kind of stupid. Like I feel like that just doesn't make any sense. I don't think this is a Moroi. Oh god. Let me grab, do we have more smudge sticks? I don't know if we do. I'm gonna take sanity pills though. Let's see. Maybe it is a Moroi. Let's use sanity pills during a hunt. Because what else can we really do? Like, because it used to be that a Moroi was like stunned by a smudge stick for 12 seconds, 100% more. Why did they nerf that effect? What a weird thing to do. Like, I feel like the tier 2 smudge stick should be so much more powerful against it. Oh god. All right, here we go. Still fast? Slowing down? It is slowing down. Yeah, all right, so it is a more. That's surprising. So yeah, they definitely made it like way less strong then. The tier 2 only slow, but the tier 2 only slows, it slows every ghost for 5 seconds. And the fact that it slows Morois for 6 seconds, that is like, shouldn't it do it for way longer? It was about 7 seconds. Okay. I see. So it's 7. Okay, so it's 50% more. I see. Why did they change 100% more to become 50% more? Did they like accident? They must have done that on purpose, but it feels like they accidentally messed up those numbers. Because for the demon, it was, I just don't understand. I feel like, because so for the crucifix, it makes sense. For the crucifix, it makes sense that they do a 50% flat because the tier 3 crucifix is so big that increasing crucifixes by 50% instead of 100% is fine, because it used to be 100% for, or it used to be instead of 3 meters, it was 5 meters, which is like a little over 50%. But then for Morois, it doesn't really make sense, because for Moroi, the effects don't scale. Like, I guess the effects become stronger, but they don't scale in terms of length. They're all 50% across the board. It's 50% on, or 5 seconds across the board. It's 5 seconds for the tier 1, the tier 2, and the tier 3. So yeah, that was Amora, because look right here. The duration is 5, the duration is 6, the duration is 7. However, the stun duration doesn't go up. So I don't understand. Should it be 50% on top of 7 seconds for the... Like, what does this mean? So it stuns the ghost for 5 seconds, sure. But what does duration mean? Does it just mean how long it's lit up? That's so meaningless. Because you're gonna hit the ghost with it, and after that, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing this is purely the length of burn time. But that is kind of pointless. It shouldn't... So, in the patch notes, similar to... Let me go over this. So, for demons, crucifixes will now have an extra 50% range against demons instead of a set range. So, for any crucifix, it will just increase the range by 50% rather than 50% per tier. That was my mistake. As I said earlier, that's not right. And then for incense will now have an extra 50% duration against Moroi instead of a set range, instead of a set duration, I guess you mean, because that doesn't make any sense. So that's what it says in the patch notes. And I'm assuming this only means the halting effect and not the stunning effect. I don't understand. It's a little unclear because smudge sticks used to have a 6 seconds effect on a ghost, but now they have a 5-second effect to slow and stun. But there might be 2 effects happening at the same time. There might be a 5-second stun or slow, and simultaneously a 6 seconds confusion effect. So it's like the 6 seconds confusion effect becomes 9 seconds against a Moroi, and the 5-second stun effect becomes 7.5 seconds against a Moroi. So it's like 2 effects happening at the same time rather than just 1 effect. I think that's it, but it's a little confusing. Okay, but that was a good information though. Now for we're gonna continue going on to tier 1 again, but obviously first I'm gonna quickly install this hotfix. Give me a sec. What level can you prestige? At level 100. I'm just not interested at the moment. We're probably gonna prestige tomorrow, maybe. Let's see. We got Jim Brown. Okay, so we're back at tier 1 items, and we are also on the last map we haven't visited today, which is Aleesdale, or the last small map except Camp Woodwind. I'm gonna start with some classic stuff. Every stinky thing. We could do the thermo here, but let's just see if we can hear something. The tier 1 paramic. I need to do a video on paramics. Like, I need to... How could we test the paramics? I guess just play on the big maps, maybe? Like, playing on the big maps will allow us to test. And then try and use the paramic while playing on the big maps. Because according to CJ, playing on the big maps makes the paramics better. I just don't see a... Like... I don't see a situation ever where I'm like, oh, let me use the paramic to... Oh. Whoa. Did I get it? I got it. Hello there. I just don't see that really happening for me personally. Because it's always more... Like, I literally might have missed that ghost event. Like, that's how bad the paramics are. If I was using a paramic, I swear I would have missed that. Because what I would have done is I would have, like, I would have been shining the paramic around. I would have walked over here, put the paramic over there, and then I would just... Ghost event would have already disappeared. Because the way the paramics work now is it only picks up the audio right in front of you, and it mutes all the other audio around you. So if there's a ghost right behind you, you're not going to hear any of it. Yeah, not a phantom there. Because you can see it. It did disappear, but you can see it right here. If it appears in the photo, it's not a phantom, even though it disappears right after. That confuses a lot of people. All right, well, we got EMF reader. Let's get our salt, even though it's bad. We'll grab it. We'll grab a paramic. The tier 3 paramic also muffles the sound. The tier 3 paramic is definitely better. We could just do I think what would be an interesting challenge video is doing the paramic only challenge, where the only way, like... What the fuck was that? Where you have to hold the paramic at all times? That was a little strange. That was so short. Oh, Hi there. Wait a minute. What are you doing over there? Was that just through the wall that you did this, or what? Let's see. Boom. That interaction. Dirty water. Oh man, the photo cam is so... Oh, come the fuck on! God damn it. Reported. Just fucking scams everywhere, dude. This is so annoying. Give me a sign. Dirty water still broken. I've been having no problem at all taking dirty water photos. This is the first time that has happened to me on the new update. I guess it's a specific sink. The one thing that I like notice every time with Phasmo is they are, I think, like, there's some severe spaghetti code issue going on with Phasmo, because there's so many inconsistencies when it comes to the behavior of everything in this game. Like, dirty water photo will work on like 99% of the sinks, but then some sinks it'll just randomly not work. Same thing with like cursed possession photo, crucifix photos. Like, everything will work, and then in some specific scenarios it just randomly won't work. So like, that makes me think that all these things must like be completely differently coded, or like they must have had, like, I don't know how that even happens. Like, isn't every sink the exact same function? Like, doesn't every sink cause dirty water in the exact same way? Every single sink has the exact same place where the photo is. Like, why do they have such like individualistic design for every single thing in the game? Like, that must be so much extra work for no reason. Like, just make everything that is the same item work the same way. Like, don't put all this unnecessary work into something that doesn't need it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Let's see. Are you in this room? It is in this room, okay. Because it's freezing breath. So there's now a higher chance that it not... Oh my god. Oh, wait, these actually fall over, though. Much they don't, though. Well, we can set up this stuff. Then I set up my salt in the wrong place. No. Hi there. Ghosty pants. It's so dark here because of the shitty flashlight. Fucking cursed photo, man. Absolutely haunted. That guy just killed a man. Let's see. We have stuff. I need the lighter as well. That guy's evil, I'm telling you. He's done some shit. What is our cursed possession? Cursed possession time already? We need salt first. Let me just grab some more stuff. We need to get some easy ghosts. Alright, I don't know if we need any more. Let's just stick to this for now. It should be... Oh, hi there. Is that a twin interaction? Wait a minute. I'm actually gonna run out here. Oh, we got foodstuffs and the salt as well. That was close together. I don't know if that was a twin interaction. Is it true that 0.9 is freezing? I think so, yeah. I think they said below 1 degree is freezing, so anything below 1 degree should be freezing. But I would just wait until it's lower than that. There's really no reason not to. Okay, so that sounded pretty close together, but you can see just how clearly that is not a twin interaction, because like, as soon as anything plateaus, you know it's not a twin interaction. In order for it to be a twin interaction, it has to be one straight line upwards. I'm gonna grab more of this. I'll grab this as well, and we'll grab another candle. You had a Hantu last night that was not giving freezing temps. I mean, if you were playing on no evidence, or if it was a really roaming ghost, that's the one thing that can happen. Oh, teddy bear, fucking cursed. What the hell? Okay, it is cold here. It's going down, so we know this is the ghost. Oh god, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Okay, all right. Oh, I'm holding 2 smudge sticks. I'll be holding 1 smudge stick, thank you very much. I think it is time for... What is our cursed possession? Is it... Did we already use it? I don't think we used it, right? No board. Arrow cards would be spicy. Do we even get tarot cards today? I don't think we had any tarot cards today. I want tarot cards. Oh, there's music box again? Okay, well, here we go. Music box every time. We already got the ghost photo, so it really doesn't matter too much. Is this gonna be bugged again? Yeah. Why is the music box so bugged? Like, what the fuck? It's so annoying. Like, it's clearly there, but it's not triggering the... That's it. It doesn't trigger the ghost event that's supposed to happen. Alright. We got that lit up. This is on Rio. This is kind of going to be very spooky. I'm back in here. Oh. Hi. Just turn off the breaker, you stinky bitch. You stinky bitch. Where's the breaker? It's all the way in the attic. Oh, it used to crucifix. Did it blow out the candles? It probably did. Oh, no, it didn't. Didn't blow out the candle, so we know it's not an on Rio. Especially with this stinky candle. I'll take 2 photos here. Thank you very much. Run. I should really turn that sink off. Sinks have gotten so much quieter, though. Oh, boy. This is the tier 1 flashlight. Absolutely disgusting. So bad. Okay. Ooh, it's not a wraith. This might be some banshee though, because this is another singing ghost event, and it keeps teleporting to my location. The cursed shadow. I should try maybe take a sanity pill, and then walk into a singing ghost event and see if and then we can see if it's a banshee or not based off the sanity drain. So I am gonna be like 20. It's so slow. It takes like 30 seconds. I think I'm gonna be around 30 or 25. I want to hunt first. I think, honestly, for most no evidence situations, I think I'd rather have a tier 1 smudge stick, honestly. Slow? Slow for sure. It's twins? Twins? Well, it is twins then. That also explains what... Yeah, because it's getting faster now. Okay, get me out of here. Oh, I'm gonna have to smudge, huh? Unless... Get shit on. Get absolutely shit on. That's not a revenant, guys. That was definitely slow speed, but it could all... No, my sanity should be low. Let's check my sanity real quick. What's my sanity? I haven't seen any 2 interactions, nor have we really heard them. So I was 30% sanity. I don't think I would have been slower there. Let's just hear it again during a hunt and see if it's gonna be faster this time. It could still be slow. Love the sound on this thing. Blowing out candles. Good. Is this a ghost event? Did I just get trolled? I just got trolled. You piece of shit. Ya dickhead? I thought that was a hunt. Didn't even use the other one. Just let both these... Oh, well, nice. Okay. Crucifixes actually you're useful here. Not really. We can just take photos. Oh. That's stupid. Can you really not take this at all? Or is there like a specific... Let's try to back off a little bit to see if we get like a 1-star. What did they do to my boy? Look what they did to my boy, dude. What the fuck? How did that happen? Why is that sink specifically different from all the other sinks? And like the same thing happens with this. You know how this telephone, until literally CJ fixed it a moment ago, this telephone was bugged, and if it rang, you couldn't take a photo of it. Even though there is so many versions of this telephone in every single map around the game, and all of them work except this one. Why? Why do they make their life so difficult? Why do they implement each like specific mechanic differently for every single existing item in the entire game? Like, why not make every single telephone be because they're the exact same model, so they should be working the exact same way, but for some reason every single phone, even when they're the exact same model, have different hitboxes for all the different photos. You're just making your life so hard for no reason. That is some spaghetti code syndrome. All right, can you please hunt me though? Oh, here we go. That's not hunting. That's not good enough. Gonna hunt now. Come on. Oh, here we go. It's slow. It's slow as hell, right? Am I crazy or is that slow? This has to be twins. This does not sound normal. I'm gonna repel the ghost. But it is speeding up. It's like too slow though. Wait a minute. Is this like Hantu? This is Hantu. Oh, it's Hantu. Okay. I see. Because it didn't even get any faster than that. Okay, so it's obviously slow. Man, that was like weird because it sounded like I was speeding up there earlier. Okay, so we have a Hantu here, not a... It's a Revenant, guys! Not a twins. Nor anything else. And we did all objective. We took almost all photos, if only the... I mean, oh no. Did we get the bone? Yes, we did. We found someone some remains. Could be, right? Oh, it was definitely slow before as well. But I guess that room was just cold. It was a Hantu. Look at that. There you go. All right, so we did no evidence, which with each set of items twice now. I think if I were to choose my setup, obviously I'd want a tier 3 crucifix. We didn't get to see Onryo here. We're gonna have to do this again at some point. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing more no evidence down the line. But I'm curious to see if the tier 3 crucifix is gonna mess with the Onryo test in any way. Now, obviously, the night vision is absolutely incredible. I don't really care about the lighter too much. It looks really cool, though. And I honestly think, in order to keep everything like as clear and straightforward as possible, I think having the tier 1 smudge stick is actually the best in order to be able to like, because it gets super confusing if you're using any of these, because what happens when you're using the tier 2 and the tier 3 one is that it will have some kind of weird effect that changes the speed of the ghost. While it is stunned or slowed, it is still speeding up though. That is like the main problem. So after it's done being stunned, it'll just freaking zoom at you, and then you like the speed of the ghost is like completely, like you have to get another hunt to figure it out again. So that is just kind of annoying. Now, I don't really think there's too much of a difference. It's really hard to use this. You saw how in this video it literally killed me. It is useful. I just wish that if you run, like if you have a game that has sanity, I feel like it would be nice, like, or sanity, sorry. If you're playing with a custom difficulty that is sprinting enabled, I feel like it should replenish your stamina. Because right now, if you run out of stamina, this thing literally doesn't do anything. And that just feels weird. Like, it feels like it shouldn't work that way, but maybe there's specific reasons why they've implemented it that way. It just, like, it just makes this item harder to use, even though it is already so situational and kind of ass. Like, because you have to hold it. It is such a specific item. Like, yes, it's kind of strong, but it just, like, it requires quite a bit of setup. I guess the same thing could be said about a smudge stick, right? Because you need to hold it, but we're just used to that at this point. Now, with the salt, I actually think the tier 2 salt is, like, the biggest upgrade you can have, but the tier 3 salt is just really fun. It's really fun to be able to lock the ghost in a room, which you saw during that one game on Grafton, which was really neat. Now, with the evidence items, there's obviously a lot of upgrades to be had, except for the thermo and the UV light. I think those are pretty good already. And the paramic. We haven't really gotten to use the paramic much today during any of these runs because we weren't dealing with the ghosts that needed. But yeah, so obviously there's lots of upgrades in the tier 3 category, but some of them can be a little extremely situational as well. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more no evidence in the future. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the lovely gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/Insta. Click the link in the description down below. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.